Hello, my name is Leonardo Muller Rodriguez, and I'm here with Igor Serbovets, founder and CEO of Kundalini Alignment and Breathworks, which are retreats that focus on using energy work, body work, meditation, and doesn't help me with that one.
Meditation, breathwork, bodywork, and energy work.
Energy work, fantastic. And a lot of people might think, maybe I'm struggling in life, but I don't really believe in energy work. I don't think that's for me. Maybe the people who do it, that may be a bit weird. Oh, it's not me. Yeah. What would you say to those people?
I think the most important is to first become aware that you might have limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs about what's possible within yourself. Like I see with a lot of my clients that they have a job, they have a career, they have a relationship, they have holidays, they have hobbies, but they're still unsatisfied. And I ask them, why are you unsatisfied? And they say, there's not enough richness in it, not enough flavor. It's not as good as it was in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And so I tell them, how is your relationship with yourself? And they say, what do you mean? I say, do you ever sit with yourself and just become aware what you feel, what you really want? Do you ever ask yourself what you really, really want if you're sincere? Not what you want on a Monday or on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday, but if you're really sincere. And usually people only become sincere when they're humbled by life, when something strikes them and all of a sudden they become like, they have this shock and they're like, okay, now I have to get serious. What is my life really about? Who am I really? What do I want? Mm-hmm. And what I want to tell them is you don't have to wait for those moments. You can consciously choose by awareness, like, hey, something here is not right. I have everything, but I'm still not fulfilled. So I need to look within. And in my retreats, I teach people how to look within so they can explore the different aspects and so they can have depth. Once they have depth with themselves, they can go deeper in their relationship, they can go deeper in their careers, in their hobbies, and in all kinds of different aspects in their lives.
Fascinating. That relationship with yourself and exploring yourself seems to be an answer to richness.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think for me, I come from the Ukraine, mm-hmm. and when I moved from the Ukraine to Belgium, mm-hmm. I felt like I didn't fit in. I felt like, okay, I see the movies. Movies are like, okay, Justin Bieber, Robert Pattinson, these kind of types. So I put my hair like that, I dress nice, and everybody was like, wow, you look really nice. Wow, you're a really cool guy. But inside, I felt dead. I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know what to say. And even though I was popular, inside I was like, what do I do? How do I behave? Oh, I should just do what they do in the movies. And I did that, and everybody was like, wow, it's so cool. But I didn't feel alive. Mm-hmm. So I understood somewhere I'm not really being my authentic self.
Interesting.
And that sparked my interest into who am I really? And how do I really connect to my authentic self?
Wow. So that origin story is what inspired you to make so it's mainly a personal journey, or did you also want to help other people in wanting to create your company?
When I watched movies or when I saw people, it always touched me when I saw people have a transformational moment when they have this thing of like, I cannot do it. And all of a sudden they have a breakthrough and they transform and they experience love for the first time, or they experience freedom or empathy, or they feel that they can express their feelings to another person and they feel really seen. And when I saw that, it touched me. I felt good. I felt like, wow. And I understood like, wow, this is like a signal. This is important for me in some kind of way. So I understood my life is about transformation and authenticity. So I had an experience once where I got into the hospital and I thought I was having a heart attack. So I was having these contractions in my chest, and all of a sudden the thought was going, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And the thought came, why don't I want to die? And then I had a flashback of my life, and the thing that came up was, I wish I had loved more. That was the thing. I saw the moments where I didn't express love, where I wasn't loving. And so from that moment, I understood my life has to be about doing what's really important for me, and that is feeling love. So what are the conditions, what are the circumstances where I'm feeling love? And for me, it was obvious, creating spaces where people learn about self-love, where they release the resistance to love, where they release the resistance to their anger, where they release the resistance to their sadness, where they release the resistance to fear. Because if you have resistance to certain feelings and you push them away, they're stuck there, and you cannot have authentic access to your humanity because you're rejecting a part of your humanity.
Right. Wow, what a question. Why don't I want to die? Was that the question?
Why don't I want to die? Yeah.
What a question. It must, great introspective exercise. Why don't I want to die? That's fantastic. Now, you said that that's the most fulfilling part, is to see other people transform and help them, give them a space to experience self-love. But what have been the challenges actually in trying to achieve that? And what is a lesson that you've learned?
I think the most challenging is to understand that every person has their own path, that not every person is going to have the same healing or the same path of healing. So for some people, they may need experiences with a partner where they melt into vulnerability and they allow themselves to be seen little by little by little by little. So my retreats and the tools that I give them, they are like tools that help them feel more and more safe to allow fear, to allow sadness, to allow all these emotions. And very often I see people, they see somebody have a breakthrough experience and they're thinking like, why don't I have experience like that? Why do they have that on the second day? I don't feel that way. And I say to them, every healing has its own time. And you must understand that every person has their own trauma. The important thing is you are not responsible for what happened to you, but you are responsible for taking care of it, for looking at it. And when you start to look at it, you can connect with it. Once you acknowledge it, connect with it, you can start from where you are, not from, I want to be there, so let's get there. No, start where you are and take step by step, and the process will unfold by itself.
I see. So all these experiences, feelings that we might want to reject, actually we have to connect with what it is now, not how we want it to be.
It's about being open to the human experience. You know, you can chase highs, you can chase peak experiences. But the problem is you're only living for the high. Whenever you're on a low, you will feel like you're not alive. You will feel like something is missing. The beautiful thing about breathwork and bodywork and all these things is that you are opening your heart to be intimate with each experience of life. So it's about, and now I get to experience this. I'm sad. And now I get to experience this. And now I get to experience this. So in every moment, you feel alive and you feel the connection with life, the intimacy with life. And that is what I feel is one of the most important things, so that you live while you live and not chase peak experiences.
Fascinating. To finish off, Igor, I'm going to give you 4 options and you're going to tell me what's the priority for your growth in the future for your company. Is it scaling the business, getting more clients? Is it making your business more sustainable? Do you want to deepen the impact with research and development? Or do you want to improve access?
I want to scale. I want to scale the company because right now I'm working in different countries with different people, but I want to scale it more so there is more opportunities for people. Because look, if people look at me and they see me, maybe they don't like me. They don't like the way I look. They don't like the way I talk. That's fine. But the work that I offer can be beneficial for them. So that's why I want to team up with as many different people as possible, so that maybe they're attracted to that kind of person, somebody who's a dancer. So that's why I diversify my project. So I have a retreat that's focused on dancing, on creative arts, on let's say doing something in nature or doing cooking, and combining that with inner work, so that people can go through a different interest and then go and do the deeper work.
Fascinating. Looking forward to it, Igor. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.